أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم لا سهلا إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. So yesterday I recorded the day 3 and day 4 actually, but unfortunately the day 3 video was recorded without my voice. That was an error from my part. Apologies for that. So today I'm going to start all over again on the review of how to tell status. But before that, as we normally do until we are done with chapter 2, we have to check this vocabulary. So we have abun, abaun, father, ummahatun, mother, zawjun, azwajun, spouse, rajulun, rijalun, man, imra'atun, nisaun, woman, waladun, awladun, boy or child, bintun, banatun, girl or daughters, dhurriyatun, offspring, ibnun, abinaun, aw banuna, son or child, akhun, ikhwanun, aw ikhwatun, brother, ukhtun, akhwatun, sister, tanzilun, revelation, sadrun, sudurun, chest, famun, afwahun, mouth, lisanun, alsina, tongue or language, binaun, aw bunyanun, abniyatun, building or structure, wajhun, wujuhun, face, qalbun, kulubun, heart, fuadun, afida, heart or intellect, warakatun, awrakun, paper or leaf, baitun, buyutun, house, babun, abwabun, door, gurufatun, gurafun, gurufatun, room, qalamun, aklamun, pen, kitabun, kutubun, book, hayatun, life, ma'un, water, kalimatun, kalimatun, word, qaryatun, qura, town, makanun, amakinu, place. So that's all about the vocabularies that we need to study for this chapter. So and like we discussed earlier, we discussed about ism, and then we mentioned that ism has four properties: status, gender, number, and type. That one is essential for us to, memorize status, number, gender, and type. Even though we can't, say the Arabic, but it's okay. We can say, okay, status is Arab, gender is jeans, number is Adad, and type is the ism. So let's move straight forward to how to tell status. So I think I've run past that. So how to tell status. Now, um, in our previous discussion, we've talked about the major thing here that we must take note of actually is that before we can tell status, you must know that there are two types of endings. We have ending sounds and ending combination. Ending sounds mean vowels. We have the un, we have the an, we have the in for the heavy, we have the u, a, e for the light. So that is the ending sound. But for the ending combinations, we have where situations whereby letters will be combined together at the end of an ism. So there are specific letters like that. So now let's go straight forward to that. Now we have to memorize this chart. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. And what is very, very important here is that we must know we can't just memorize the chart, but we should memorize it in a way that it will be more explanatory to us. And what I mean by that is that if we say Muslimun, you must know that Muslimun is used for a singular Muslim. It's used for a one person Muslim that did something, that is a doer of an action. And then Musliman is used when describing a Muslim that 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 an action is performed upon, or is being mentioned as a detail of an action that occurs. That's Musliman. And then jar is used when a Muslim is to be pronounced after the word of. So that's just the meaning we have to internalize Yeah, and then Muslimani is used for the pair of Muslimun. So when Muslimun is in Rafun state, the dual state, and then they are in two, then we say Muslimani. And then when we want to talk about two Muslims in the Nasib status, in the detailed status, that means Muslimaini. We've talked about all those status in the last videos. And then we have Muslimaini. Muslimaini is when we want to talk about two Muslims and then they are Jab. You can notice that both Nasib and Jab are the same thing. So when we get to uh, the more complex part, we're going to understand where one is Muslim, where how to identify which Muslimaini is for Nasib and which Muslimaini is for Jab. But for now, it's important to memorize the chart first. And then once we internalize the chart, then we can now go further and understand that okay, the first line is for Rafun, the second line is for Nasib, and the third line is for the first row is for Rafun, second row is for Nasib, third row is for Jar, and then the first column by the right is for Muslimun, is for singular, the next one is the pair, and the last one is the plural. So we have Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. And then um that is for masculine. But when it's for feminine, we add ta to it. It turns to muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. Then for pair feminine, it turns to muslimatani, muslimataini, muslimataini. And then the last one will be muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin. Now let's talk about how to tell status. Remember we said we have ending sounds and ending combination. So here is the ending sound for singular isms. So it's simple. Muslimun for Rafun, Musliman for Nasab, and Muslimin. Yeah, that means anytime we see the sound at the end of an isim, that means it is Rafun. If we see the an sound at the end of an isim and it is singular, that means it is Nasab. And whenever we see the in sound at the end of an isim and it is singular, that means it is Jar. For feminine, when we see the tone sound, it is Rafun. When we see the tan sound, it is Nasib. And whenever we see the tin sound, it is Jar. So we have Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin for singular. Now we move to pair, which is pair actually has ending combination. Remember here we have just un and in, tun tan tin. So you see on and in. But here we have ending combination. We have Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Remember, if you can recall, you memorize the Muslim chart. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. See the ani, aini here are the ending combinations. Alif wa nun, ya wa nun, ya wa nun. They are the ending combinations comprised of two letters, as you can see. So Muslimani is for Rafan, Muslimaini for Nasib, and Muslimaini for Jar. So I can say Mubarakani, Mubarakaini, Mubarakaini. Two Mubaraks in the Rafan status, two Mubaraks in the Nasib status, two Mubarak in the Jar status. And then we have Rafan Nasib Jar for the feminine part. So we have Muslimatani. We use that for Rafan. If you can see that ta is still there. So the ending combination for feminine pair are tani, tiny, tiny. Muslimatani for Rafan, Muslimataini for Nasib, and Muslimataini for Jar. So if I want to use my name, the feminine version of my name is Mubarakatu. So if I want to say the feminine pair version, it will be Mubarakatani, Mubarakataini, Mubarakataini. And then let's go to the plural part. The plural has una, ina. Don't confuse them together. In the pair version, we have ana, aini. But in the plural part, we have una, ina. So instead of Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, here we have Muslimuna used for Rafan, Muslimina for Nasib, Muslimina for Jar. You can see the ending combination. So whenever you see una, that means straight away it is for Rafan. If you see ina straight away is for Nasib. Ina again is also used for Jar. So you can just replace add ina to your own name too. Maybe you're Ahmad, just say Ahmaduna, Ahmadina, Ahmadina. Actually, I'm joking, but yeah, that's just a simple way to for you to realize you to memorize this thing and understand it very very fast. So in my own case, I'll just say Mubarakuna, Mubarakina, Mubarakina. Mubarak in the Rafun status, Mubarak, a lot of Mubaraks in the Nasib status, a lot of Mubaraks in the Jar status. And for the feminine version, we have Atun, Atin, Atin. Atun is used in the Rafun version, Atin is used in the Nasib version, and Atin is used in the Jar version. So we have Muslimatun in the Rafun version, Muslimatin in the Nasib version, and Muslimatin in the feminine Nasib version. So we have to take note of this. So we have Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina, Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. The reason why this chart is here like this is just that if we can look at the two charts, we can see a lot of similarities because Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. The feminine version will be Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin. It's easy to understand. Then the pair version, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. For feminine, it will be Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini. So just add that. But for the plural, they are entirely different. It's not Muslimatuna, Muslimatina, Muslimatina. It's not possible. So that's why we have we have this chart so that we can understand that the plural is where we have a lot of differences. So we have Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. For the plural masculine, the ending sounds are una, ina, while for the plural feminine, the ending combinations rather. So the ending combinations are atun, atin. So plural feminine will be muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin. So that's all about ending sounds and ending combinations. So anytime we see un and in, then we know that it is rafun, nasib, jar. Un, rafun, and nasib, in, jar. That's ending sounds. Ending combinations, anytime we see ani, we know it is rafun, aini, nasib, jar. Anytime we see tani, rafun, tiny, nasib, jar. Anytime we see una, rafun, ina, nasib, jar. Anytime we see atun at the end of an isim, then we know that is rafun for feminine. And then if we see atin, that means it's either nasib or it is jar. So now let's check, is the word Muslim here rafun, nasib, or jar? So let's take a look at it from the first one. So we have number one, Musliman. So Musliman is an ending sound. And ending sounds from the Muslim charts, you have Muslimun for rafun, Musliman, nasib, and then Muslimin, jar. So it's in the middle, then we can know it is definitely nasib. Then we have Muslimuna. Muslimuna is ending combinations. And something that I didn't mention here, another thing is that we should always look for ending combinations before we look for ending sounds. Anytime we are going through and this same we are trying to tell the status, we should always look for ending combinations because they are easy to identify. Anytime you just see una at the end of something, you just know, yeah, straight away it's not so it's rough one. Anytime you see ani, you know straight away it's rough one. Anytime you see atun, straight away it's rough one. And anytime we see atin or atin, it's either nasib or jar. And anytime we see aini, nasib or jar. And anytime we see ina, nasib or jar. And anytime we see muslima, tun, rough one, always rough one. Tan, nasib, tin, jar. So at the end of isim actually, so we shouldn't be confused actually. You shouldn't be confused at all. Now, back to Musliman. Musliman here is nasib. It has an ending sound, the and sound. Muslimuna is an ending combination. It has an una sound, so it is rougher. Then we have Muslimaini. In the Muslim chart, we have Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini. So this Muslimaini here is pair, nasib or jar. It's either nasib or it's jar. You remember this is not used in a sentence. If it's used in a sentence, then we can now tell whether it is nasib or jar. But for now, all we can say is nasib or jar. Then we have muslimatun. Atun is an ending combination of the feminine version of the Muslim chart. So we have Muslimatu, Muslimata, Muslimati, Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini, Muslimatu, Muslimati, Muslimati. So Muslimatu here is Rafa. Then we move on. We have Muslimani, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimani is pair, and straight away we can tell that it is Rafun. Any sounds. Well, Muslimatin. Muslimatin is either Nasib or Jar. If we read the chart again, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini, Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin, Nasib or Jar. Then we have Muslimin. Muslimin here, easy to identify. It has an ending sound, and then we know un and in, rafun nasib jar. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, rafun nasib jar. Muslimin is jar. We have Muslimataini. Let's go back to our chart. Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Muslimatani, Muslimataini. Taini, it's used for nasib, and also Muslimataini again is also used for jar. So we say nasib or jar. We also have Muslimatun. Muslimatun, straight away it's rafun. Also, we have Muslimina. Muslimina. Let's go back to our Muslim chart. There's no ta here, so we go back to Muslim chart, the masculine version. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. It doesn't click. Muslimuna, Muslimina. Yeah, it clicks now. Muslimina, it clicks again. So that would be Nasib or Jar. Also, we have Muslimatani. Muslimatani, ta is there. We go back to our feminine chart and look for the sides of the ending combination. So we start Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin. Nothing clicks there. We already know. And we have Muslimatani. Oh, it clicks. That is Rafan. The last one, Muslimun. Muslimun, yeah, if anybody wakes you up from your sleep, you should be able to tell this one straight away. What is the word Muslimun, Rafan, Nasib or Jar? It's simple. Rafan, Rafan, Rafan. So that this one is straight away. So this is Rafan, and that's all. So I've answered I treated the drill 3 in the four version. This is actually another recording. I actually recorded this video before, so sorry for not adding the sounds. Actually, my mistake. I pray may Allah accept this as an act of ibadah for every one of us, and may He increase us in knowledge and understanding of His kitab and His book. اللهم لا سهلا إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي آمين يا رب العالمين ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.